everyone. It is Thursday. How are you tonight, folks? How are you this Thursday evening? Tell me about your Thursday. What are you grateful for this Thursday? Start me with grateful. Start me with grateful. Tell me about your day and what exciting new things are happening. What is exciting in your world? We got a lot to cover tonight. It is great to have you here live tonight on this Thursday, the 9th. It's 9/9 already. 9/9 already. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't believe it. But it is 9/9 already. It is... We're almost a third of the way through September. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. Dazzle, that means it is treat time. Boom, there you go. There you go. That is how we roll. It is how we roll. Time is flying. Hey, Jennifer, great to have you here live. Great to have you here live tonight. You and your own peanut gallery. You got your own gallery there. I got mine. You got yours. It is great to have everybody here. I'm excited about today. It has been a good day. It's been a long day. This has been a long week, but, you know, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. It's been a long week. Those holiday weeks do it to you, and I've had a lot of very, very long days this week. A lot of very long days. Well, you know, you Johnsons know how to have a good time, you know. Sit back and tune me in tonight. You're probably making cookies or something. Let's get started tonight because I got a lot to update you on tonight. I'm going to get started with the Good Morning, Good Night book, which starts on page 160 tonight. 160 tonight. Good morning. Unclench your fists. Lower your shoulders. Step away. Then come back with a clear head. Redouble your efforts. I believe in you. Brady's home from work. Does he still love working for the hardware store? Hey, Ellen's here tonight. Ellen is live with us tonight. I feel so chic. I feel so chic that you are here. Great to have you here live, Ellen. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook? You can hop right on over to YouTube. It's over there. We're over there. That's awesome. I love that he loves working at the hardware store. Do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, have you seen Thomas on Ellen's videos? Ellen's new sidekick, okay? Her sales sidekick. I mean, this young man is awesome. If you have not caught Thomas on one of the Chic to Chic or Chic at the Beach videos, you have to catch Thomas. He is awesome. I mean, he steals the show. I mean, you know, he is in all his chicness is just he is awesome. He makes you feel guilty for not buying the Louis Vuitton or the Chanel or the Gucci or whatever other high-priced item. You know, his way about him, it'd be like you'd be a fool not to buy it. I love him, Ellen. Love him. I haven't gotten the whole story of where he's gone viral. Awesome. He's working with you this Saturday. So catch Ellen's video this Saturday. If you have not seen Thomas before, make sure you tune in to see him. He is awesome. Awesome. Truly awesome. Angela, great to have you here live tonight. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. We will get back to the 941X. I'm going to do up the other mock-up, but I didn't get to that today because a lot's happening in Washington. He's 13. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. So essentially, vaccines are now mandated. If you did not catch the news on this today, the Labor Department, the Department of Labor, and OSHA, okay, will both be issuing regulations to require companies with more than 100 employees. So, no, your store may not qualify for this, okay, but it is changing the vaccination conversation completely. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. Actually, there's been a couple of game changers today. So the federal government through the Department of Labor and OSHA will be issuing an emergency technical standard. Technical? I'm pretty sure that's what the T stands for. It's an emergency temporary standard. I keep on the tech side of my brain keeps on wanting to call it technical. They're going to be issuing a emergency temporary standard that will require all companies with 100 or more employees to have their entire staff vaccinated, or in the alternate, the employee has to submit to weekly testing. And that's where things get interesting. Hey, Kitty, great to have you here. Okay, that's where things get interesting. Because who's going to pay for the weekly testing? Okay, who is going to pay for that? Nobody wants to pay for it. That's the bottom line. As of right now, the government's not giving companies money to do that, and most companies are not going to want to pay for that, and neither is the employee. So you're going to have this covers over 80 million workers in the United States. This emergency standard rule that you have to be vaccinated covers over 80 million workers in the United States. And this is huge. So this is huge. And it's really what companies have been looking for. Don't blame me, blame the government. Okay, the government's mandating this, not me. I'm just complying. So businesses have actually been asking for this to an extent. Not every business. There's a lot of businesses that are anti-vax, okay, that are anti-vax and have not been asking for this. But this really forces the hand, and there can be penalties and fines and all sorts of things. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal on the vaccine front. Coupling with that, okay, you have the announcement that the Los Angeles school system, which is second largest in the country, third largest, I forget. They're top 5, okay? The LA school system will be requiring all students age 12 and older to be vaccinated. All students age 12 and older to be vaccinated. So that is also huge news. That is also huge news. And it looks like we lost Facebook tonight, but I'm continuing on here. I'm here with you, and I am continuing on YouTube. I know people will hop over. I don't know what happened with Facebook, but Facebook can be wonky sometimes. That's why we broadcast on both live. So the combination of the two is huge. So the LA school district, which is like number 2 or number 3 in the country in size, is requiring all students 12 years or older to be vaccinated. The federal government is saying all employers with 100 or more employees, which is 80 million plus workers in the U.S., will now fall under this vaccine mandate. And the dominoes are going to keep dropping on that. The dominoes of vaccine mandates are going to drop, and the mandatory testing. So that with the mandatory testing, this will show up in the coming days. We will see what happens with this, but what is expected to happen, what I am getting from many of my contacts of what they're expecting, is that companies will just straight out mandate vaccination. They don't want to deal with the weekly testing. So companies will require the vaccination as a condition of employment, is what's expected to happen at many companies because of this OSHA and Department of Labor rule that is coming out. So, but that the companies don't want to be responsible for the testing. They don't want to be responsible for the record keeping of it, and ultimately, they don't want to be responsible to pay for it. Nor do they want to be held liable, okay, for creating a adverse working conditions for the people that are vaccinated, that you could possibly have a breakthrough infection because you're allowing all these unvaccinated. So it's expected that this will really turn to you got to get vaccinated or you can't work campaign. It is going to be very interesting. I am sure there will be lawsuits. I am positive of that if there haven't already been. But, it's sort of like the ship has sailed. If you choose not to be vaccinated, there will be consequences. And, from a legal perspective, everybody is feeling that this is on solid ground, whether it's the LA school system mandating it on students 12 and older. I mean, you already have to be vaccinated, a number of vaccines to get into and register for school. So this isn't a big stretch. It's not, all of these things are not big stretches from a legal perspective. So everybody feels they are on very good ground. There's also been a number of, I don't have a case right handy, but there have been a number of releases. Let me rephrase that. There have been a number of arrests lately for either selling or being in possession of fake vaccination cards. So, yeah, there is that business that is out there. So just be aware of that. But this is honestly, I think, a very good thing. I know there will be people against it and everything, but this is how you get further back to normal. This is how you get the virus at bay and the future variants, which I think they said Mu is the next variant, would be the next variant, Delta Mu. I don't know. I don't know my my Greek alphabet that well, but that is something I think I heard. But this could be a very good thing. Hello, yoga is done. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, Facebook died on me, and I'm still going here. But I'm glad you hopped on. I'm glad that yoga wasn't canceled tonight. And I'm thrilled to have you here. But this is going to have effects throughout the country. You are going to see vaccine requirements start rolling out left and right. You're also going to see some people that don't want to get vaccinated potentially looking for jobs with you because of they're about to lose their job for not getting vaccinated. So this is going to get very, very interesting. This is really, out of things the government could do, this is big. This is big, and that school systems, you will see other school systems pile on to the Los Angeles schools. Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity to have a turning point and beat this virus back. I really do. This could change the timetable of it. This requirement could change the timetable of the virus. And what I mean, and I mean that in a positive way, because I've talked about this, like, it's not unreasonable to be still talking something with COVID 2 years from now. And, we've been here for 500 and something days already in this. Okay. And, so it is not unreasonable to think, without some drastic action like this policy, that we could bring that down. And this is drastic action both on the federal level for the job requirement and on the school system. And that's really the idea. Why do people rob the banks? It's because that's where the money is. Why do you put requirements on business? Because that's where the workers are. Why do you put requirements on students? Because that's on schools, because that's where the students are. So, you're really starting to hit both students and workers. And the domino effect of this could be a dramatic beat back of the virus. And the reason and so one statistic to look at is comparing Europe to the United States, which they have been the population has been more accepting of getting vaccinated. Okay. And that in doing their duty to be vaccinated, they're still traveling and they're still doing things. They're doing more get-togethers and things, whereas travel is dipping in the U.S. Travel is really, after an August peak, has been steadily declining. So since peaking in early August. And that's not just a shift back to work and everything. There is a lot of pent-up demand of people that want to travel, especially when when they're not having to compete with other people to be there, especially kids and everything else. So this is big news. This is big news. So I'm excited about those two fronts, both on the school front and on the work front. Even though most people listening, I know I get a couple of people that are involved in big companies that tune in now and again, and so some of those obviously it directly affects those companies. Most of my nightly viewers do not have a company of that size, so it will not affect them in a direct sense. But if we can get this economy and this country back on track, it'll affect you in a business sense. So it will ultimately be good for that, and it'll be good for everybody's health. It'll be good for everybody's health. The other big news today, well, it's been over the last couple of days, is our friends at the SBA, okay, have issued some new rules. The biggest that affects you, okay, is on EIDL loans, so on the economic injury disaster loans, is twofold. One, if you need an increase, and I do have businesses that would qualify for the $2 million, they are not announcing that $2 million is available, okay? But I have been getting that if you log into your portal, you can the option to request an increase and get up to $2 million is an option now if you would have been eligible for that. So if you would have been eligible for up to $2 million, the $2 million statutory max, the SBA isn't saying that $2 million is available, but a log into your portal gives you the option for it now on the SBA site. The other part of that, the other big change in the EIDL loan is permissible uses of the money. Okay, what you can use the money for. Okay, what is a permissible use? No, you still can't buy a boat. No boats. Okay, you can't buy a boat. You can't buy a land boat. Still can't do that. Okay. You can't go and start another company. You can't, do those things. But what you can do is make debt payments with it. And more specifically, you can actually pay other government loans with it. Okay, you can't pay them off with this money. Okay, like a refinance of another government loan, but you can make payments on them. And you can make payments and pay any other type of loan that the business may have. Okay, so it is not just strictly, which that has been against the rules prior to this. So That is big news. So that is big news. Both those options are big news. The availability of the 2 million, because I know there are some businesses that need that, and because again, it's about being still being standing. Okay, having a strong footing, because this recovery is not equal. It's up and down and all over the place, and it's not equal in all parts of the country or for all businesses. So it is about getting yourself to the other side of this, because you can't be the best in business if you're not still in business. So that is what that is about. That is why that is there. That is what will help you be stronger. And that is big news. There's some other miscellaneous things. I will look in. I will read through all the documents to make sure I have those. But out of everybody that I work with, those are the two big ones with the SBA tonight. And the combination of that acknowledges that the virus has hung around a lot longer than anybody planned on. I mean, this is a lot longer. You remember when we thought it was going to be 2 weeks? 2 weeks! We all sit back for 2 weeks and everything will be fine. Okay? So we've come a long way. We still have road to travel. But we have come a long way, people. And that is exciting. It is exciting to see the road we have traveled, the adjustments you have made to still be here, to still be with us, to still be standing, and being a productive part of your world. So enjoy that, own that, that you've come this far. But you didn't come this far to just come this far. We're going all the way. We're going all the way, baby. Yes, we are. We're getting all the way to the other side. So I'm very excited. The future is bright. This is good stuff today. This is good stuff. And it's done administratively. So it doesn't need Congress. We don't need, Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell to agree on anything for these things to happen, which is really very nice. So, I mean, I like when we don't. I don't want to be ruled by a king, but I like when we don't have to go through all the arguing in Congress. How's that? Is that a nice politically correct way to say it? Maybe. But that's how we roll here tonight. So that's the exciting stuff. I still have on my list to do that mock-up with the numbers and finish up 2020's 941X. We will get to that very soon so that we can finish that up for everybody, and we can move on to the 2021 941X, okay? Because you got to talk about that too. There's always something to talk about. You think I would have run out of things to talk about by now, but there's always something to talk about. Yes, there is. You know what else I talk about is this video and everything I talk about. This video and everything I talk about goes over to narts.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you. All the files, all the links, and a direct link to the video, to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, click the bell so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody make it to the other side. I'm here every night at more 8 than ish, live in the Narts private Facebook group. But if you have a question in between, you can just email me. Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. That's how we start. If you were not here at the top of the program, our good morning tonight on page 160 was, good morning. Unclench your fists. Lower your shoulders. Step away. Then come back with a clear head. Redouble your efforts. I believe in you. Our good night tonight is, good night. Unclench your fists. Lower your shoulders. Step away. Come back with a clear head. Redouble your efforts. I believe in you. Oops, there, I almost cheated you the graphics. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. Everybody is vaccinated party. I don't know. We will party again. We will party in person. And when we do, I'm going to be there with you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at more 8 than ish, know that you and you, but most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. It's time for dinner.